Hi guys, different video, no comics today. This time I'm gonna do a cooking video. Forgive me, I don't have a great camera, but this time I'm gonna do a cooking video. I'm gonna make spaghetti ragu. Get some people in here, and it's a simple enough dish. So let's get started with some of the fundamentals. Let me see if I can get you all. This thing is weird, but let me see if I can get you all off the ceiling. Let's see if I can get you all down here on the chopping block, if you will. Let me rotate this around. Sorry once again, guys, but I want to get you to where you can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I get so many questions about different methods. Alright, I peeled the onion already. Let me get some other stuff out here. Now, Geeky, I know you don't really do many vegetables. That's okay. But I'm going to show you how to make the full ragu anyway. Maybe if I can find all my stuff. Got rearranged on me. Well, I haven't opened garlic, so don't know where my other one is. It should be right in front of my eyes, but who knows. Alright, so usually you'll use other herbs, if you will. So let me get one more thing. I like to set myself up so that way when I'm reaching and grabbing, I don't need anything else. I promise we will get started here in 1 second. There it is, I think. Yes. I don't have any fresh basil and fresh thyme, so I'm going to use dried basil today. So, first things first. Carrot. Onion first, then we're going to do carrot. This is how we do the onion. Angle, down. Now this, you don't have to do it this way. This is just the way I do it. People for some reason like that. And you've got some diced onion real quick there. Make sure any imperfections is off, like this core. Get rid of that core. Make sure your knife is very sharp. You don't want to be cutting yourself. Dull knives are a result of that. Remember, I go in an angle, and this is just a purple onion. It could be a yellow onion. It could be Vidalia. It could be anything you have at home or want. Alright. So, just to get things started, put in some olive oil in this pan over here, over on medium heat, and I'm going to get going. Instant sizzle, pan's already heated. That's how we roll here. You clean up as you cook, there's not much of a mess. Now, next thing I'm going to quickly show you, usually have large carrots, but grate your carrot. I'm going to grate. I'm using these little tiny ones, but I'm going to grate what equals to be like about a half cup. About one large carrot will do it. I know you're saying, dude, you're putting the carrot in spaghetti. Well, I make old school spaghetti. I do old school recipes, like I was taught in the old way. Around the Mini Romagna, Abruzzo area, Campania. Morning. Daughter has her cousin here, so keep grating. That onion. A lot of onion in there, so we need to offset it with enough sweetness of the carrot. Alright, this is going to be my last one. Remember, these are all going to disappear into the sauce. Alright, tap this out. Carrots in. Now, you don't have to put mushrooms, but I think I made tonight. Just to bulk up my dish a little bit. Okay, let's move you guys to the pan. That's where most of the action is going to happen. Get you in here. Alright. We're sauteing on medium right now, just to get our ingredients in here, and then we'll turn her up a little bit. Alright now. What did I do with the lid? There we go. Clean as you cook, guys. Clean as you cook. Alright. To this, I'm going to add about, oh wow. My fridge must be set too low. Does it? Oh, there we go. That's what I need. That's because it kind of froze up part of my garlic. All right, so in here we already got the pre-minced, about a tablespoon and a half, right in there. Keeping my tasting spoon for later. Alright, saute this up until the onion is translucent. You can start to see through it. Remember I said I didn't have fresh herbs today? So I'm going to add in, instead of the thyme, pop in that basil. Will not add basil again later. Usually I add fresh basil at the end of the dish. No salt or pepper needed. Now at this time, what we can do, you crack in that burger. Make sure it's thawed room temp. Easier to manage, easier to work with. Get the highest grade burger you can get. I usually do 80-20. A lot of people like to use 90. I like to use 80-20 because I like to have some fat content in my dish. Makes it taste better. and everything else. Hang here with me though, you're going to see how this comes together. It's a good old ragu sauce. Now I'm going to show you after this cooks up. Alright, saw we had some comments. Grab the mic and twist her around here. Oh no, we didn't. I thought we had comments. Alrighty then. Brighten this camera up. Any questions about what we've done so far? My hair's not so great today. It's okay. I'm home for the day. It's an off day. Now, folks, say, why don't you just save the time and buy the jar sauce for $3 or $1 and throw it in there? You can do that. You can do whatever you want. But know this, that there's a huge difference in the flavors if you make the sauce from scratch. You make this by yourself, you knock it out of the park every time. It is a winner chicken dinner. Alright, well that's working. I told you I was going to throw in some mushrooms. This is true. I'll do it right now. I've already rinsed my mushrooms and stuff, so you do how you wish. I'm just going to slice them into medallions, going left and right. Stem, keep it long ways and slice it down. Now I'm not going to put a whole bunch in here. I'm going to do about 4 or 5. Get them cooking down. And you're going to simmer your sauce about 25 minutes anyway. Give or take. I'm not filming the mushroom cut. Listen, everybody can cut a mushroom. Simple. Grab the knife and cut it. I'm going to see how that works. Yeah, there we go. You'll see it in the pot in a second. You'll see what I'm talking about. This is going to give your dish an earthiness and body. So, alright, let's do this. Put the lid back on the mushrooms and put them up. Promote no mess. Reach over, grab my water, towel, napkin, sanitizer, sanitize the counter. Don't leave anything on it, no specks. Clean it up. And because I'm not going to need my knife anymore, we'll just clean that bad boy up too. While we're at it, then we'll take a look at this in the pot. Hi, Steph. Oh, that elbow went all the way down, didn't it, guys? Just want to get you into the pot here, see? Alright. Now, let's combine these mushrooms in here, and don't worry about them shrinking. They'll do it all day long. Keep going. You can just integrate them by chopping down in here. Now, I have a scattering tool that takes care of this. It looks like a spatula, but it has a star on the end. And you use it to push in and twist your burger. Now note, I've not added any seasoning in this except for the herb. Because you really aren't going to need it. You can add some salt. Now later I may add a little bit of sugar, just a little poquito. Alright, I'm going to let this simmer for a minute longer. Now you don't have to use the deglazing agent here. I'm going to add just about 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, or Marsala wine. Could be anything or nothing at all. I'm doing it by choice because I'm going to keep them flavors in this burger here, in this meat, bringing all the flavors off the bottom of the pan. And you do want to cook that about 10 extra minutes, but good news is you're cooking for 25 minutes. So let me get this starting to shrink now. So let's make the Sunday gravy. Now, typically I use all cans of tomato sauce or whole tomatoes that have been peeled and stuff, or puree. But today I have to use what I have around the house. Let me see if I got any more regular tomatoes itself in a can. I really don't. Oh, I do. So, what's important is I usually use the sauce because then it's all kinds of smooth and I don't have to worry about cooking it down. But if you got the whole tomatoes, which is really good too, because I like to do this too, you take that tomato and you squeeze it all over your stove just like that. I mean, squeeze it in. I squeeze it in because it gives me the right texture that I want. Now, like I said, I usually just use sauce anymore. Now I've got one more can of sauce here that I'm going to go ahead and put in. You don't have to, like I said, especially if you can't find it. There it is. Okay, I get my gripper. My hands don't grip as much anymore. Get my gripper, add that sauce. Now, that was just a little bit. Usually I use about 4 small cans of sauce. Now, blend it. Look at that, folks. Get this all blended and let it cook down. 25 minutes, look at that. You need more product, add more tomatoes, add more sauce. But I'm thinking that's looking really good. Let's get the spoon and very good. Now my girls like a little sweet sauce. I like mine in between. So I'm going to cut that kitchen spoon of sugar in there and drop the phone right in the sauce. That's the best part, right guys? You were right in there, up close and personal there for a second. Usually, I start cooking my pasta at this time. But, actually, I already got it cooking. Here, put the sauce in here and get this sugar off here. Secret, go right in there, clean. That'll be your tasting spoon for later, after you allow this sauce to combine a little bit. Alright, in, out, lid, simmer. Since we've been simmering the whole time, I'll probably just put the spaghetti in, and then when the spaghetti is done, we're good to go. It's enough pasta for about 6 right there, 4 to 6. There's a really critical weapon you want to use here. Now, for those of you guys who like salt, now's the time right before you add this. I don't, because I'm trying to cut down on the salt. Here's the critical weapon, but as salty as the sea is what you want. Salty as the sea. Hey Michael, you've probably seen me make this recipe many ways, many different times. Turn the water on. Rinse out our sink. Get our stuff clean. Right now, nothing's happening except for a little bit of boiling spaghetti and a little bit of combining of the sauce. Get my stationery ready. So we're going to drain the pasta here in a few minutes. And then, oh, one second. And then we're going to combine it. And that's an important piece of the puzzle. So, we are going to try this out. I've got an air fryer, and I did bread in it the last time, and it worked wonderfully. So, reach up and grab my bread knife. Slice this down the middle. Then have it. Odds are that you guys have done bread before. So, if not, we'll do it another time. So what I'm going to do, in a bowl, I'll show you. In a bowl. Boy, that fridge is full. Not put together right either, so full and not put together right. Trying to find something, guys. Oh, there it is. Like a needle in the haystack. Alright. So, let's turn you back down here. I'm going to make something here. I'm going to make a spread. It's out of this world. Keep an eye on your pasta. I know what the smell of done pasta is. So, keep an eye on your pasta. Let's see if I can get this to cooperate. It does not want to seem to cooperate. I think if this little tripod is done. Alright, yes. I think it's done. Alright, if you can, yeah. Oh no, the tripod's no good. Let's see if we can hold you right there. Reach over. Check your pasta. You're cooking pasta hard all the time. Keep that stirred up with a pair of tongs. Still a little stiff. Do me a favor, don't throw it against the wall. You don't need to test pasta on the wall. You want the pasta al dente, so do it to the tooth. Alright, so we're going to crack in some butter here. You can either use oleo or you can use real spread. That's what I'm using. Real spread. Alright. Reach in. Dig yourself out some garlic. Now we could be doing this in a food processor or whatnot, but you don't really need to. Just do it with your hand, by hand here. We're just going to mix up some butter, garlic butter to put on the bread. Then we're going to put it in the air fryer and bake it. We're going to toast it. Now to this, I add, and this is the only time I add it to the dish, a little cracked pepper. You don't have to. And I'm probably going to add a little herbs at the end to make it look cool. Now, you could use spreader, whatever. I just go for it. Put it on. You can use all the fancy tools, but at the end of the day, you're just spreading it on the bread. Take it from me, I'm a chef. I used to use all the fancy tools all the time. But at the end of the day, spoon, butter knife gets the job done. Just put it on there and drag it through. You want a thin coat, so you keep dragging until you got it covered well. And we're going to cover 4 pieces here. I think that's going to fit in the air fryer. Now, we'll go ahead and get into the air fryer here. Go ahead and get into the air fryer. Put these in here. Yeah, they fit great. Gonna bake for about 10 minutes. Let's see what we got on our spaghetti. We don't want goo. Feels right. Let's see if it is right. Grab one after mixing it a little bit. It's about there. It's a little bit longer of a cooking method when you're cooking without the salt in the water, because you're not breaking it down as quick. Take a look at the sauce. Boy, that's a Sunday gravy. You know, Soprano style, you know, Sunday gravy. I'm not from New York. They never, not that I know that they call it Sunday gravy, but I can tell you in Italy it's not called Sunday gravy. It's not by the Italians that taught me. Alright, get you over here so you can see this beautiful sauce. Look at how, see, yeah, this is broke. Sorry guys. Technical difficulty, guys. You went in the drink. Filming is... sauce. Let's take you back here now to let you look in the distance. It was awesome. It really makes me look terrible. But at the same time, it tells people that I'm human. Got a mess on the countertop. Still got plenty of sauce though. And that's going to be perfect right there. I'm sure our pasta's done. Lettuce. Finish this up with no more errors. Check the pasta. Perfectly al dente. Clean up the mess later. Get this off the fire and drain. Now normally, and that's probably still what we're going to do. Boy, that's never happened to me. Pasta or phone jumps into the sauce. Never happened. All right. Let's get the big one out. Fire's off. Going to put it over there. Now, trick of the trade. Garlic bread's going good. Sauce is off. So we're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll try 8 here in a minute. We'll see. Pasta's drained. Right in. Don't rinse that pasta. You'll take out the starch. Starch is needed to help this pasta. All right. Twist. Now, remember I said we were going to add herbs at the end? You don't have those herbs, and I already added the basil in. So at very most at this stage right here, we're going to finish it with a little olive oil. This is going to be one of my most popular videos because no one's ever dropped a phone in the pasta sauce before, and the phone lived to tell about it. And I wouldn't normally do that either. Alright, my family likes it extra saucy, so we're going to deliver a little bit more, but not over abundance, because we're dressing this like a salad. That's all it needs to be done. Alright, that's all finished. Tastes great, trust me. Have fun, guys. I'm going to eat.